The EA888.3, another video for you guys. Today we're going to show you how we piece together and build the IS38-700. Today you're going to learn something. Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we are doing another video on the EA888.3, our IS38-700, which is the Garrett GTX 3071 Gen 2 counter rotation, genuine CHRA, which we build into our own TurboDirect designed ARs, larger ARs, on both turbine and compressor, how they go together, what components are basically required to put this turbocharger together. Today I'm going to show you a really short video on how we build this turbocharger. Right guys, so what we start off with is obviously the Garrett Supercore. It's a GTX 3071 Gen 2. I've already disassembled the compressor housing from the rotating assembly. You can obviously see the flanges over here with the bolts. It obviously comes assembled like that without a turbine housing. That's how you get it from Garrett. You have to obviously choose your turbine housing separately. We obviously take the Supercore. We remove the adapter ring or the adapter plate, which is held on by this circlip over here. And we basically put this aside because that will not fit into, I'll keep this out just to show you guys, will not fit into our compressor housing. So this is essentially what we're looking for. We're looking for our Garrett counter rotation core assembly, and we want our circlip as well. This little circlip over here is what holds our custom made adapter ring, which is made from billet aluminium. It's a really good piece. I'll just give you a nice close-up of this. And it basically assembles like that. So we have this adapter ring, which then gets held in with this circlip over here. And obviously you use a circlip pliers, a pair of circlip pliers to compress the spring so it sits inside of the adapter ring, and then this little piece over here will then be ready to install into our compressor housing. Let me just take this ring off again. I want to show you guys something. Here's our compressor housing. This is a larger AR comp housing. It is not the same size as the original IS38-700. It's not just a copy. And this adapter ring fits in over there. The core assembly obviously goes in like so, and then the turbine housing goes on the other side. So what I want to show you with the adapter ring compared to the original Garrett are the following. Completely different size. So if you take the Garrett housing and you fit this ring in, well, it's obviously not going to work, as you can see. So that is the reason we manufacture this. I'm just going to piece this together so you guys can see how this goes together. We have an O-ring that is already supplied on the Garrett core. That seals up against a machine face over there. That fits into the compressor housing like so. And the next component which we use for the assembly is our turbine housing. This is a stainless housing. The actual dimensions, the physical dimensions from flange face to flange face, center to center, height, as well as all the other dimensions on all the axes are exactly the same. So you don't have to change anything. There's no modifications under the engine bay. All of the water lines and oil lines and feed fittings for inlet return on both water and oil are supplied to you. So there's absolutely no modifications that you need to do at all. This specific housing has got an incanal swing valve the casting on the actual swing valve itself. The crank is inconel, so is the actual sealing disc over here. And it pretty much stands up and fits into the housing like that. There you go. That is a IS38-700. That is pretty much how the turbocharger goes together. We set the orientation. Obviously with our flanges and bolts, we will basically clamp this together. The only thing you need to do is transfer your actuator. And your actuator comes off of the OEM electronic actuator, and that basically gets transplanted, and that is what pretty much finalizes the installation or the assembly of this turbo. You get a modified billet 90-degree air intake pipe, which has obviously got a larger throat to cater for the larger rotating assembly inside. You get a billet diverter valve as well as a muffler delete. The only thing that you need to do, guys, is transfer your original actuator that comes off of your original turbocharger, your IS38, which obviously has this little adapter on it already. We have an adapter that is mounted onto the actual turbine housing for you, but you can use the original one as well. The stock actuator will mount in a position more or less at that angle. You'll obviously have your two bolts which line up over there, which have two screws which will mount in from the bottom, and you're pretty much ready to go. You'll get the turbocharger already set up, assembled, and the orientation set up correctly. All you need to do is transfer the actuator and off you go. That's pretty much how the IS38-700 is assembled. So the nice thing about it is you get a factory assembled, factory balanced rotating assembly from Garrett's genuine GTX 3071 Gen 2, and it's obviously in the counter rotation format to suit the counter rotation turbine and compressor housings from the IS38 design. That is installed obviously on your EA888.3. I hope that was informative. I hope you guys liked that. Short and sweet, just to show you guys what goes into the actual IS38-700. Many guys have asked me to do this video, although the actual video, which I'll link in the description below, where we launch this turbocharger and include all of the accessories and the list, etc., on a review, it didn't show the actual internal structure of the turbocharger. A lot of people have claimed, no, it's a Chinese copy or it's a Chinese this. It's not. It is a genuine Garrett rotating assembly inside of our own housings. You cannot buy this from anywhere else. Sure, the Chinese have probably caught on and copied the stuff, but at the end of the day, it is genuine Garrett. We are the largest stockist of Garrett turbochargers in South Africa. We've got the largest stock holding at the lowest prices. We are able to assemble these turbochargers and build them at a price point less than any other turbocharger on the market today that boasts a 600 plus horsepower bolt-on setup with all the accessories included. Anyway, guys, like, subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next one.